Good morning and welcome to the second Sunday school of March. I don't know where my head was yesterday. Everything is kind of confused around here because I'm getting ready to go to the desert. As a matter of fact, I'm packing up the car tonight. And the weekends are just crazy. So yesterday wasn't recorded last year or anything else. I actually said, not only did I say it was Sunday school, but I said it was the first Sunday school of May. Well, anyway, I think of it what you will. The people on Facebook or on YouTube said that I had time traveled, and that I took away I took away March and April. Well, anyway, I put March and April back today, so this is the second Sunday school of in a row. Anyway, yesterday I talked about the rose cross of being. Okay, let's see here. And I told you I would kind of finish up today. It's this diagram here that the Hermetic Rose Cross. And we talked about that little cross there, which I called the cross of being. And in a sense, it gave birth to the Rose Cross of manifestation, which is the bigger cross with the bigger rose on it there. And I used, for that little first section, the evolution of the little rose cross of being, starting with a point. And that point has been associated for various reasons as a cubic stone. And within that cubic stone are the dimensions that make a cube. And that is up and down and right and left and front and back and with the center. Okay. Everything coming out. That little black thing is truly that point right there. Okay. And it expands out to that cube, and that cube then forms the concept of 7, because of the 6 sides of the cube with the center, the concept of 3, which is those 3 dimensions, and the concept of 12, because of the edges of the cube. Okay. And then that forms and that cube pops open. And then that 5 little rows with still that black center there, okay, in the center, is sort of crucified to that. And we talked about the union of the 5 and the 6, the 6 sides of the cross, because it's an unfolded cube, and the 5 of the microcosm. Okay. Then that started to echo that 3, 7, 3, 7, 12. That echoed into manifestation. All of that little rose cross, all of this, 1, 2, and 3, is taking place internally to form being, not manifestation, to form being. Okay, it's an inward thing. Like, let's see here if I have you ever dropped like a pebble in a pond of still water, or like in a bird bath? Okay, you got a bird bath with a flat surface, no wind blowing on it, no bird pooping at it or anything, just a mirror, glass mirror image of a surface. And you drop a pebble in the middle of it. Now that pebble here that pebble is dropping into the surface. Do you see the surface of the water there? Okay. This is a side angle. That pebble drops into the water. Then, as it drops into the water, it goes down, and the two sides, it's not two sides, it's a ring, but this is a cross section, slam shut over the top of it. So it goes, and it disappears under the surface. The pebble disappears under the surface, and the surface slams shut from the outside like that. And it even slams so shut in reaction to the thing going inward. It slams shut with such force, concentrating in on itself like that, that it leaps up like a little fountain. Okay, it goes like that and makes a little splash. Got that? Okay. It goes in like that. It slams shut like that. And then it completely disappears. But on the surface of the water start to radiate concentric waves. That's manifestation. This is that first point going in. And the dynamics that made that go in created the 3, 7, 12 of that cube of space. But its reaction, that inward reaction of the creation of being, creates within itself an outward expression of manifestation. He says wisely on the second Sunday of the month of May. Here's what there's a whole chapter on the rose cross back in my Understanding Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot, and I'm going to continue with that because we only took our story as far as the creation of the big rose, 22 petal rose of manifestation yesterday. Now we're going to talk about the big cross itself. Now it is also an unfolded cube, just like the little one. It's got a yellow arm or head for air, and a blue for water, and a red for fire, and earth is always it's treated special, and a earthly sort of broken up kind of green there, okay. It also has a white square right there. And within that white square, we've got a hexagram with the planetary spheres with the sun in the center, a macrocosmic miniature, if you will, or a miniature reflection of the macrocosm. And it's these arms of the greater cross, which I call the cross of manifestation. Oh, and it's complicated by the the barbs, the INRI, LVX, barbs there. But basically, those are the 4 tarot suits, if you want to look at things in terms of tarot. The red would be the wands, cups, swords, discs. And you'll notice that there's a pentagram in each one of those arms. You could look at that as the aces with that little wheel and the 4 court cards of each suit. This would be swords, court cards, an ace of cups, wands, and discs. Now you'll notice that the colors of the pentagrams there, because it's the job of the elements to mix with each other. That's their job. Okay? They just don't want to sit around and be wands or sit around and be fire all day. That's not what manifestation is about. Manifestation is the blending, the partnership of the interaction between the elements. So here in the suit of, this would be the suit of swords here, or the element air, but the pentagram itself is purple, which is a combination of the blue of water and the red of fire. And within the wands, or the fire arm, you see the pentagram is green, which is a combination of the colors of the air, or the swords, and the cups, or okay, there's an orange there in the water side, which is a combination of yellow and red. See, but down here it's white. Earth, which just seems, it's so corrupted and mixed and everything else, but it gets a white pentagram. Pentagram of spirit itself, because the princesses, the earth, Malkuth, is the throne of Kether. Princesses are the thrones of the aces. Earth is special. Malkuth is in Kether as Kether is in Malkuth, only a different manner. And it's got combinations also of the 3 alchemical elements. Okay. So, now how did that rose cross of manifestation happen, the 22 petal rose? Impelled by the creative dynamics that first formed the small rose of being, the great rose crucifies itself on a large unfolded cube. For convenience sake, I'll refer to this greater figure as the rose cross of manifestation. Now that's my terminology. Okay, don't be looking at where did DuQuette get that term. DuQuette pulled it out of his the rose cross of manifestation, because it reveals the mysteries of the manifest universe, of principles, energies, forces represented by the great rose of 22 petals and the tarot trumps, crucified on the cross of time and space and matter. These mysteries, which we will soon see, abide in the aces and court cards and the small cards of the 4 suits. And then I go on and talk about Yod-He, Vav-He, and the 4 suits and the 4 Kabbalistic worlds and things like that, which you're tired of me talking about, I'm sure. And there's a little chart showing the four parts of the soul and the four Kabbalistic worlds as they apply to the four letters of the great name Yod He Vav He. Okay, and there is a little diagram of the swords, cups, and discs. And there's how the elements are, and I guess you'd say the court cards are arrayed around each of those pentagrams. Okay. And there's how the court cards live inside their ace. And another little chart. Okay. Something like that. If you had this book, you wouldn't have to have me hold it up to you like that. Okay. I'm going to talk about that macrocosmic hexagram right there in the white section. Just for a second. The white square directly under the great rose cross contains a hexagram displaying the sun surrounded by the other 6 planets of the ancients. Placing this symbol of the macrocosm in the midst of the 4 pentagrams of the microcosm echoes on a higher octave the symbolic message of the marriage of the human and the divine that was first told by the small rose and cross. Those of you who are familiar with the lesser ritual of the pentagram will call the words, "For about me flames the pentagram, and in the column shines the 6-rayed star." See, you could be, where's my thing there? Oh, I guess I threw it away. Nope. For about me flames the pentagram, those pentagram in the east and the south and the west and the north. For about me flames the pentagram, but in the column shines the 6-rayed star. Okay. Anyway, that's all. It's a longer chapter, and it's at first glance it seems sort of, well, all I want to do is learn about the Thoth Tarot and the Thoth Tarot cards. I want to know if I draw the Empress card, if I'm going to be pregnant, or if I draw the Lover's card, if I'm going to get lucky, you know. There's enough information to tell you that, you know, you can figure that out yourself. But the title of the book is Understanding Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot. And there are 78 cards in the Thoth Tarot, and all 78 of them have that rose cross on the back. So, don't ignore the obvious. It is the dictionary. It is the encyclopedia. It is the library of the tarot. And so I start the book out pretty early in the book with little things that you should know before you study the Thoth Tarot. And that's one of the main ones. So anyway, that's second Sunday school of the month of March. And, you know, I'm not sure how regular my shows are going to be tomorrow, because I will be on the road tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. And if I have a signal, on my phone, I will. I'll give us a show of some kind. I'll report in anyway. And on the next 3 days at 11 o'clock California time, I'll be starting my workshops. So they're 5-hour work, 3 5-hour workshops, and I'll try to check in and give you a report if I have a Wi-Fi signal on each of those days. So hopefully we won't be too interrupted by my travel plans for the coming week. And so I want you to tune in anyway and just see where I am. And again, I apologize for misspeaking yesterday. I watched the replay on YouTube. I said, Sunday school, this was Saturday. And then I went on to say, first one of May. Not only is it not Saturday, it's not May. Anyway, I'm embarrassed. Maybe it's, as one person mentioned, maybe it's a Biden moment. And I'm getting that age. So, but I will never forget that I love you, and I appreciate your support and your company every day here. So until tomorrow, sometime on the road, continue to be good to yourself, be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will.